it's Rhianna. Welcome back to my channel. So this video is just gonna be a quick sit down, like channel announcement, chit chat type video. I just have a few things that I want to talk about that didn't really have enough substance to make it a whole video by itself. So the first thing that I want to talk about, I mentioned a little bit here and there in the vlogs, is that Jonathan and I started carnivore keto, or keto carnivore. I'm not really sure how it's classified like in social media world, but because from his birthday until my birthday we are like super off keto, we decided to like help get back into it, that we would go carnivore for 7 days. I have been documenting the process, and so at the end of the 7 days I will post the video of everything that's been going on in the meantime. But this is day 3, and I just want to like touch base basically and say that like OMG, it's rough. It's like almost going through the keto flu all over again. Maybe not quite as bad, but I don't really know. There's like pros and cons. I mean, we'll talk about it more. We're gonna be doing the weight loss update video next week, but we're gonna probably be filming it Sunday. So there's still time to get questions in. So if you have any questions specific to like going off keto, getting back on keto, keto carnivore, that kind of stuff, go ahead and leave them down below. I'll be sure to answer them. But yeah, that's basically what we're dealing with right now. Jonathan and I both have terrible headaches today, and that's why I'm filming this like now, just to get it over with so I can relax for the rest of the day, because it's only like, it's just 12 o'clock, and normally if I'm doing a sit down video I usually kind of wait till like afternoon for some reason, just because I'm usually doing stuff. Which, another thing I want to say, I know this room is a little bit loud for background noise, but I love filming right here. This is our like our living room that's right off of the kitchen. I love this room so much. I can't wait till we get a TV in here, and honestly this is probably where I'm gonna end up being more often than not. I hated this room when we bought this house. Like when we looked at this house I was like, this is dumb, I don't know what we're gonna do with this space. But now that we've like got this couch and we have it all like, let me just show y'all. Ignore all the birthday gifts that I need to take care of, but like we have it all decorated. See that I left that open right there because I figured that's where we put like a small console with the TV, and I have the mantle all done up. We've got our Texas palette flag that my Uncle David made us. I don't know, it just feels cozy over here to me, like a really little cozy little nook. I'll be excited once Jonathan gets his fish tank up and running. So yeah, it is a little bit loud in here because our AC unit, like the outside thing, is actually like literally right here, and you can hear it like buzzing. I will edit that out as best as possible, but whenever I do that it makes my voice sound funny. So my voice probably sounds funny right now, but I had to pick one or the other. Either the annoying hum in the background or my voice will sound a little bit different than normal. But anyways, so the other thing that's going on is the TTC. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I haven't done an update in a couple of weeks. Okay, so basically TTC, like the whole process of documenting it and stuff, is not happening right now. I feel almost bad talking about this, but there were some people that got pregnant recently, and it kind of upset me because when you're trying to conceive, it can sometimes do that. If you've never struggled like trying to get pregnant, you don't understand, like whenever someone else gets pregnant, you have that jealousy that just kind of like it just uprises into you, and you're happy for them, and you know, you're happy that there's a baby and all that kind of stuff, but you still have that like that ugliness inside, and it's usually very short-lived, which it was. But my initial reaction for the first like maybe a couple of hours or like 24 hours or so was like, you know, this is dumb and stupid and I hate everyone. But after that, I actually have decided that I'm just like over it. I don't know, like it's really hard to explain because I want a baby. I want to get pregnant. But I'm just kind of over the whole like documenting the process thing. I was never super hardcore into it anyways, because it just affects me too much mentally. And I've just decided that, you know, I'm a married woman. My husband and I, you know, we have sex, and we have sex regularly. So if I'm gonna get pregnant and then it's gonna happen, there's no need for me to like chart and track and stress and worry. You know, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but this is like my mindset currently. Number one, ultimately we don't have any control over this anyways. I mean, like realistically, we don't have any control. As long as you're having sex, and you know, as long as you're having sex, you can get pregnant. Essentially, boiling down to it into like very general things. If you're having sex, you can get pregnant. The whole thing about like ovulation and temping and OPKs and all that is where you start to just like really get off into like, for me at least, horrible negative headspaces, and you just feel like a failure and defeated, and it's very frustrating. And so I just can't put myself through that anymore. And the other thing is that I really want to enjoy this time of life that I'm in with Jonathan. If we choose to have kids later on down the road, whether it's because I end up pregnant or we adopt or whatever the case may be, we'll never get this time back. This time where it's just me and him, and the freedom that we have without having kids, and the financial freedom that we have, and just like the life that we have with just the two of us, we'll never be able to get it back if we decide to have kids, you know? So, and I say decide because I'm mostly thinking like if we adopt, because I really just don't see us getting pregnant. Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I feel like with what I've learned from the little bit of, you know, temping and stuff, it doesn't seem like my body really ovulates. It may ovulate every once in a while, but it's not regular enough for me to be able to like plan on getting pregnant. And so that's the reason why I'm saying like if we decide. So if we decide to adopt, then we will no longer just be Rhianna and Jonathan, and we won't have that anymore, and our whole life will change. And so I'm trying to actually be like present in this time with my husband right now. And I also just want to say one last thing about like people getting pregnant whenever you're trying to conceive. If you get pregnant and you want to share with me that you're pregnant, don't ever not tell me because you're afraid of me being upset. Like, I'm gonna be upset, but I'm not gonna be upset at you or your baby. I'm gonna be very happy for you, and I'm gonna love your baby. I love scrolling through my social media feeds, and I can recognize the children in there before. Like, I know, like, if I follow someone on YouTube, I recognize their kid, and I know that they posted because I've watched from the time that they were, you know, they announced their pregnancy, and they got, you know, as they got bigger and everything. So, like, I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy for your baby. I hope, you know, you have a healthy pregnancy and all that kind of stuff. But it's just like, when you see another announcement, you're like, really? 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 Just to be 100% honest. So there's that. All right, so enough of trying to conceive. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is the last thing, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. The other day I posted something in one of my videos that upset a couple of the viewers, and you left comments as such. And at first I kind of brushed it off because I was like, that wasn't my intention, and you know, whatever. But then another person commented on it, and then I realized, okay, you know, I never intend to put anything out that's gonna upset anyone. I don't want to call out the commenters, and I don't want to bring attention to the video. So I am kind of vague booking here, but I just want to give like a general statement for me, saying that like, I'm human, I make mistakes. I obviously never intend to do anything or say anything that would offend anyone. I'm very careful of that because I get offended myself, and so I just, you know, I try to be mindful of that. But I do want to apologize that I put something out there that you know, offended anyone or upset or hurt anyone's feelings or anything like that. And I appreciate when someone comments the way that they did. It wasn't, they didn't attack me or anything like that. They just pointed out that, you know, how they felt, and I can respect that. I know some people feel like that, you know, I shouldn't apologize because it wasn't, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like I needed to, because I put out this content on here and I want feedback. You know, if I do something that's upsetting or whatever, I want to know about it. Now, I may not always agree with you and think that an apology is warranted. I will always listen and try to empathize where you're coming from. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to sharing my carnivore results with you. Y'all guys are gonna be blown away. I am. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I have my Patreon out there, so if you're interested in supporting me on there, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button for me either way, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. This was the week that Hurricane Harvey hit, and so as you can see,